participating and building the network. The way I see it happening is basically in the smart contracts that we end up having for each of these tokens, there could be, quote, a law, or the hard code says that these individuals who have been credited by the community, right, by their participation. And you can have, for example, you can look at code that was submitted by someone and actually used. So you can look at code that is submitted and actually used in there, and you can have basically AI looking for, okay, I submitted this code, it's in there, and there's a value placed on that, right? That code. These individuals would share in basically the infinite airdrop. So when I say infinite, I mean the 10,000 first 10,000 tokens, right, that are launched. Those individuals will share, and the algorithm will determine the amount of their piece, okay? And probably have it where there's consensus coming from the community. And maybe we can do this and get a development or some development folks, blockchain developers, like I'm kind of word, a bunch of coders in Pakistan or wherever, participating and working on different components. So this is written in, and you don't know who the person is. So this is the address. This is the code associated to that address, right? So the developer sets it up, and everyone coding on it could be anonymous for the most part, participating on it. So it's very clear that number one is there is no one holding the tokens. The tokens are held in a kind of a DAO. They're distributed to the pool, and the pool then is what's available for these addresses to plug in. And as people create their app, they're creating an address that's linked to it, right? Based on their activity, the address is weighted, and based on the weighting, they get more or less of the pool that's available. And I have documents, I have all that kind of worked out, like how the pool works, how the split works. It's an all 80-20, 80-20, 80-20 all the way down the line on that. But right now, I think that's the way, and I want to get your guys' feedback. If you could get 10,000 earning tokens on the 10,000 tokens on it. I know it doesn't, these tokens aren't going to feed you, but if we could all work as volunteers around our paying jobs, if we've been working on this, and I think a lot of the technology that we're looking at now, especially like JavaScript, a lot of the other things being developed on the blockchain are also now in place for us to do it. So I just want to throw that out there. So basically, developers or the founders, I'm making this video for you to be founder, would share in the first 10,000 tokens created, and each of them in a way is set up like Bitcoin in the sense of scarcity. And if any, let's say, half a percent would go viral and become the next Bitcoin. Remember, these tokens only last 10 years. So it's taken, Bitcoin's gotten to $30,000, it's over $10,000 in 10 years. If 1% or 0.5% of 10,000, or a fraction of 0.01%, that'd be 100 things got to a value of 10,000, right? And you had, a million or two in each. It seems to me like, just doing the math in my head, there's a lot of financial reward for individuals in that regard. So that's it. I just want to make that video about that. All right, undown do. Undown do. Be safe.